Hey, what's going on, guys? Today, let's find out if OP is or is not the asshole. Halloween edition. Let's go. Am I the asshole for posting pictures of teenagers who took all the Halloween candy from my porch? So, Halloween, I have a few young kids and my wife, and I can't stand around handing out candy, so we put out a big bucket full of candy out on the front porch with a sign that says, please take 1 or 2. I understand some kids will take a handful, no big deal, but we went through an ungodly amount of candy, so I checked the Arlo camera on my porch. Sure enough, there were 3 instances where some kids took a ton, and in one case just dumped the entire bucket into their bag. I took a snapshot from the security footage, posted in my neighborhood's private Facebook page stating that these folks were caught, and I'm posting photos to shame them. I'm getting some people commenting that I'm in the wrong to post photos and shame the kids. The plan is to leave the post up for a couple of days, long enough for the parents to identify and talk to their kids. Am I the asshole? So there's an edit here, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, I mean, it's kind of on you for like putting out a big bowl of candy and not being there to watch it, because, you know, this is always gonna happen. You're not the first person to do this, and there's many videos of people who just leave out bowls of candy and then kids come and take the whole bowl for themselves. So I'm kind of putting the blame on you a little bit. You should have known better not to do this. Let's read the edit. Edit: best arguments so far for you are the asshole are: 1. You never know what kids are going through and they could be physically or mentally abused by their parents as a result of this post. They were having fun and making happy memories. No reason to turn that into potentially traumatic negative memory. Not all parents dish out constructive discipline. 2. Kids are monitored too closely these days. They deserve the right to act up from time to time. Leave them alone. Why turn their good experience into a bad experience? Okay, yeah, I mean, it's kind of clear you are the asshole a little bit. I mean, because honestly, it is kind of your fault for just leaving a big bowl of candy unattended. So I don't really feel sorry for you that this happened. Alright, top comment. Oh, not the asshole. Okay. First off, Halloween has this sort of unspoken rule about candy left out for people to take if the homeowner can't physically hand it out. And the rule is that you only take 1 or 2 pieces. I get that that's the rule, but you know, kids aren't going to follow that rule. If they see a big bowl of candy, they're going to snatch up that thing. Obviously, little kids don't know this and need to be supervised. They know it, dude. There's a sign there that says take 1 or 2, but they don't care. They don't care. Obviously, little kids don't know this and need to be supervised. But if the kids who took a ton of candy are older kids, they know better, or they should. How else are they going to stop their behavior if no one corrects them? Also, this was a private neighborhood page. You didn't put it on TikTok. You didn't print photos with their faces on them and nail them to utility poles. You only posted photos to the page where people could I don't even know what that word is. My brain is tired right now. See them walking or biking around the neighborhood, so they are known to people anyway. And if they're being a little jerks to you, they might do it to other neighbors. As another commenter said, shame is a powerful motivator. I agree. Like, I mean, I feel like everyone kind of sucks here. Like, the kids suck for like taking the big bowl of candy when they know they shouldn't do that, but they're kids and they're gonna do that anyway. But you also are kind of the jerk too for like leaving out a big bowl of candy unattended. So, you know, it's not a big surprise that this happened. So for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and say everyone kind of sucks here. Am I the asshole because I don't want to do a couple's costume with my wife for a Halloween party? Advice needed. My wife, 32 female, and I, 33 male, were invited to a costume party for Halloween. She now keeps pestering me about couples costume ideas and only offering 1 suggestions of her own. Her 1 suggestion was going as Barbie and Ken. I like the Barbie movie, but that's the last thing I would want to do because I'm not basic. I'm a huge 80s buff, so I suggested Marty and Doc Brown from Back to the Future. She said no. I suggested Brand and Andy from the Goonies. She said no. I suggested Michael and Star from the Lost Boys. She said no. That'd be a good, that's a good one. I like that one. I don't even want to do a couple's costume, let alone being the one trying to figure it out. I said I was probably just gonna do my own thing, Ellen Ripley from Alien, and she got offended. Is this some unwritten relationship rule that I'm unaware of? I mean, seeing as you guys are in a relationship, I would say yeah, it is kind of standard to go as like a couple's costume. I mean, you don't have to do it, but seeing as you guys are a couple and you're gonna be going to a party, I feel like it's only natural to do a couple's costume. I mean, at least that's what I think. Like, if me and my wife are gonna go out to a Halloween party, like, we already like kind of start strategizing like a couple's costume, so it's not something like we have to think about really. It's just like, oh yeah, let's do a couple's costume. But then again, like, you guys don't need to do a couple's costume, but your wife really wants to do a couple's costume, and you are giving her ideas. You gave her like what, three Back to the Future, The Lost Boys, The Goonies. Like, you gave her suggestions, but she's not going for it. She's dead set on Barbie and Ken, which in my opinion is like a good costume, but I feel like you guys have to just compromise on a costume that you all both really enjoy. Let's see, top comment. She makes a top 5, you make a top 5, you choose from each other's top 5, and then roll the dice or flip a coin, and the winner drives home from the party. That's a good way to go about it too. I mean, like I said, just keep suggesting things until she finds one that she likes. Like, what are some movies that she likes? Just suggest couples from those movies. It's fun doing a couples costume. Like, I enjoy doing it. But as far as like who's the jerk here, I'm gonna go ahead and say no one is. But you know, hopefully you guys figure it out. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that her Halloween costume is stupid? This weekend, I, 15 female, am going to a Halloween party with 4 of my closest friends. As we are a group of 5, we are dressing up as an iconic group of 5, Winnie the Pooh plus friends. My friend Maria is dressing up as Tigger, while everyone is wearing cute corsets with skirts and ears. She is wearing a tiger onesie. I told her it's dumb because she's gonna look stupid when everyone else is wearing actual clothes and she has a onesie on. Plus, half of the fun is dressing up for Halloween and making your own outfit. So if you just throw on a onesie, it's low effort and stupid. I told her this and she took it the wrong way, saying that I'm trying to control her and call me unsupportive. I mean, I guess if you want to see it that way, it is a low effort costume, but as long as she's having fun, then who really cares? I mean, you're still gonna get it. I mean, since you guys are dressing up as like Winnie the Pooh plus friends and they're all doing their own thing anyway, she's gonna be dressing up in a Tigger costume, and Tigger is pretty distinct, you know? I'm pretty sure people are gonna get it, and people aren't gonna like nitpick your guys' costume. They're not gonna say like, oh, you guys look great, but your friend over here looks like shit. I think you're kind of blowing it out of proportion. I don't think it's that serious. So would you be the asshole for telling her her costume is stupid? You already did tell her it's stupid, and you are kind of a jerk for telling her that. You know, Halloween is supposed to be about fun, and you are kind of sucking the fun out of it. You are the asshole. Not every girl wants a corset on Halloween. At 15, the onesie is going to not only be cute, but comfortable, and she will not look like a tryhard in your group. That is another thing too. Onesies are super comfortable. Like, I have a skeleton one. I should have worn my skeleton onesie. I don't know why I didn't do that. I can't just put it on now. It's like super dirty and it's buried in like a pile of boxes over there, but maybe next Halloween. I mean, Halloween, like I said before, Halloween is supposed to be fun and not be taken too serious. As long as your friend is having fun, that's really all that should matter. For you telling her that her costume is stupid, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, you are the asshole. Am I the asshole if I don't take down my Halloween decorations? I am one of those people who love Halloween. I moved into this house 3 years ago. With work schedules, I haven't been able to spend too much time on Halloween or decorations since I moved here, but I gave out full-size candy bars each year, and I get under 30 kids and live on a 2-block street. This year I bought one of those 12-foot skeletons. I put it out on the 4th of October. It's expensive, so I want to get my money's worth. Here comes the problem. I received a note from a neighbor that asked me to take down my decorations, the skeleton and the purple lights on my windows. The note said that Halloween is the devil's holiday. Yeah, okay. Is your neighbor's name Karen by any chance? And they don't want to see my attempts to summon the devil. The note was anonymous. 2 years ago, I received religious flyers in the mailbox after I put a small pride flag in my hanging flower basket. I don't know who it is. The woman directly across from me said it's super nice and compliments me on the work I do outside of my house, but honestly, she's top suspect because she puts up the Keep Christ in Christmas up every winter. Other than that, no one else stands out. Am I the asshole for keeping my decorations up, even if it offends someone's religious beliefs? No, people like your neighbor are the reasons why people don't get into religion, because they do stuff like this. They'll try to bully you into taking down your decorations, telling you you're sinful and that you're trying to summon the devil or something. Like, it's just decorations, man, calm down. Keep it up all year and dress it up for each holiday. That's a good plan, actually. You know, we kind of did the same thing. Like, I remember we left up our Christmas tree one year. Like, it was a small tree, and we tried doing like an Easter tree and then like a Halloween tree and of course Christmas tree, and we'd put fall leaves on the tree for fall. A skeleton is just a skeleton. You can dress it up all year round. Put a Santa costume on the skeleton, see what your neighbor thinks of that. But anyways, no, your neighbor is just acting a little crazy here, but I wouldn't pay no mind to it. Definitely not the first time I've heard of this kind of situation, but you yourself, I'm gonna go ahead and say you're not the asshole. You're just a person trying to have fun and make Halloween fun for the kids. And you give out full-size candy bars, you come on, you're freaking awesome. Am I the asshole for dressing up as a serial killer for Halloween? I, 23 female, trying to plan my Halloween costume for an event at a bar my mom and I frequent. We go to this bar one Thursday out of every month for True Crime and Cocktails, where a bunch of us get together and discuss different true crime cases. We've been doing this for about 2 years. There's a steady group of regulars and we get strangers here and there. This year, Halloween is on a Thursday, so the bar owner decided we would host our true crime event for October on Halloween. She's keeping the theme a surprise, so my mom and I thought going to the event dressed up as different serial killers would make for a good costume. I thought of taking a white t-shirt and drawing all the Zodiac signs on it, / bringing a fake gun as my costume. I don't want to do the whole Zodiac killer getup because it's honestly very creepy, and I think that is taking it too far. Would I be the asshole to attempt to dress up as the Zodiac killer? Wow, okay. Well, what is your mom going as, Hitler? For one thing, like, dressing up as a serial killer, like dressing up as these guys, okay, Jason Voorhees, for example, like dressing up as a slasher in general, like, yeah, they killed a bunch of people. The one difference is this is fictional. Dressing up as the Zodiac killer, a real life killer that ruined people's lives, that is something I can see that are gonna rub people the wrong way. I personally, I don't think it would offend me that much. Like, I would definitely side-eye you and be like, okay, that's kind of dark. But then again, it is just a costume. It's not like you're gonna dress up and kill people like the Zodiac killer. Hey, what do you think of this story? I like to get your opinion on this. Okay, so they're asking if they're the asshole for dressing up as a serial killer for Halloween. Basically, her and her mom go to a trivia night, and this trivia night's gonna revolve around Halloween. So the surprise, like, they don't know what the theme is gonna be, but they know it's Halloween related. So her and her mom are gonna dress up as serial killers, and she's asking would she be the asshole if she dressed up as the Zodiac killer?
Design for like, I'm trying to think. Zodiac killer, what would you look like? I don't know.
Well, there is a design for the Zodiac killer, but she said she's only gonna dress up as a white t-shirt, but she's gonna make Zodiac markings everywhere, and she's also gonna bring a fake gun as a costume.
Okay, not the fake gun.
That's, yeah.
Put you in jail quick.
Mm-hmm.
I get it on Halloween. It's like, fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that weird.
Like, you
dressing
wouldn't
up as John Wayne Gacy and like, dragging like a fake kid behind you or something like that might start getting a little bit more weirder.
Yeah.
But it's so, no, it's not.
What if it was Hitler?
Yeah, see, that's bad too. It's just bad for a whole other set of reasons.
Yeah. So you would say they're kind of the asshole for doing that? If they were gonna do that?
I would say borderline asshole, but more of just like, not so much asshole, it just seems kind of like inconsiderate. And for me, it wouldn't be worth the risk.
Yeah.
Like, it's more trouble. Like, I'm trying to figure out why you're going as a serial killer. Are you trying to invoke that in people? You know how comedians intentionally say racy stuff?
Yeah. Sorry. I guess I should have mentioned this. The event that happens at the bar, it's also like a true crime and cocktails. So it's about true crime.
Okay, that makes sense, actually. I mean, if the whole bar is fucking obsessed with true crime, honestly, they'll probably like it.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, if you dressed up as Hitler in a true crime thing, it's like, yeah, he killed a bunch of people, but it's like, why would you dress up as Hitler?
Yeah, I mean, okay, since it's not a true crime, I feel like that changes it, because I'm thinking just a random trivia, like at a pizza place, you got family and kids around, and then you just show up over there like John Wayne Gacy, and it's like, alright, hide the children. But if it's at a true crime and a bar, so it's like only adults, and people who are, for the most part, probably obsessed with or familiar with true crime.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes just enough sense to where it's fine. But I have a feeling people are going to just say asshole anyway.
It would just be a smart idea not to do it.
Yeah.
So maybe not an asshole, but like you'd be a kind of a jerk, I guess, if you did that. Like a slight asshole, I guess.
Yeah. Like, it's still on like this soft, inconsiderate, soft asshole area.
Well, what if she runs into the actual Zodiac killer?
Stop.
Okay. Yeah. Love you. I don't think you would be an asshole, but people might get the wrong idea. It died down, but true crime was trendy for a while, and a lot of people have strong opinions on that. Personally, I wouldn't care if someone dressed as the Zodiac killer, because to me, it was a long time ago, but then I remember he was out and about in the same state as my dad was back then. People might be worried you're those kinds of true crime fans, who are obsessed with them to an unhealthy degree. I don't think you sound like that at all, to be clear, just that people might think that on the first impression seeing people dressed as serial killers. OP responds to that, thank you, such good points. I know so many people who get weirdly obsessed with true crime is such an awful way, but I just thought it would be such fun and cute costume. I really want to do it. I think I'm going to just do it because most of the attendees will be people who know me / others who are interested in true crime. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, you know, that it's really up to you if you want to do it or not. I personally wouldn't do it, but I do see how people would get offended if you did dress up like a real life serial killer. At the end of the day, I guess you're not gonna hurt anybody doing this. You might hurt some feelings. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, like, maybe not an asshole, but I just don't think it's a good idea to do that. Well, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this episode of Reddit Am I the Asshole Halloween edition. If you guys enjoyed these stories, go ahead and let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.